What's up, mates? You try testing something just once and it doesn't work and everything fucks everything up. Alright, should be good though. Alright, we're gonna continue on with the story, which I left off in Elpis. Of course, you know, we gotta mess with that reshade. Because I can't help myself. It's HDR. I think maybe we just gotta turn this. Okay. Honestly, probably don't need clarity on. I feel like this might get things too grainy. Okay. See if my plugin's still working to hide the quest icons. It's the game and Dalamed client updated. Looks like it is. It's heavy. Hermes pain. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. A Lycaon was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Duros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Mixelk and I will search the area for good measure just to make sure the Lycaon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. Excuse me. I will go on ahead. Please follow. Grimortal. Come, come. It's down this path and over the bridge. The Acupete is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land, yet they didn't stand a chance against the Lycaon. Fearsome beast, this Lycaon, but where is it now? There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair. I think I know him well. I think I'll know him when I see him. I do. Okay. Long blonde hair. What an enchanting familiar. I would be delighted to assist you in your little journey or discovery of personal growth. What do you do here? My role is to maintain the wonders and thus the climate across Elpis. I ensure that our every environment meets the needs of our flora, fauna, and staff, of course. Environs representing each part of the Aetherius are recreated here in Elpis that we might gain a robust understanding of our concept's potential. As such, maintaining the appropriate balance region by region is tricky work, but more than worth the effort. 12 Wonders is the wellspring of Elpis's weather. After a fashion, here do we employ the latest spellcraft from the Amarant to maintain and adjust the assorted climes through which our creations frolic for test purposes. Naturally, as in any other part of Elpis, we also observed and experiment with said concept, the conversation being perhaps one such experiment. If you were with Medion, then I assume you are on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. I see we do have similar hair, so people will often mistake us from afar. I hope you do find him soon. I have so enjoyed the time I've spent with Lori. If only all of our creations were so sweet. Once I get back and record today's results, I should finally be able to put the report to bed. Not Doros, his hair is long, but the color is wrong. Obviously, I can try to guess who it is, but it's interesting trying to talk to people, see just what they have to say. Surrounded by such wonders, one cannot help but envision new concepts, not all of them good, mind you. Have you seen me eat anything today? Between my observational work and my writing, I've been so busy that I cannot recall if I did. Doros, that's Doros. Well now, if it isn't Maytown, what brings you here? I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of Lycaons, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields and restraints, frenzied as they were. I wouldn't well return them to Titus. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news, and the Lycaon slaughtered Okipetes. As the observer in charge of the opinion that they are not fit to be released, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycaons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them. All exhibit the same tendencies. Even when used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, the behavior was unchanged. Kairos. A memory configuration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pasturat may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept it all values with prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the chief overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable. Come now, Chief, not be done melodramatic. Was born of Aether is simply being reduced. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things. I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat onto the world. Yet, insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycaons have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. He really has attachment issues. I haven't decided if it's good or bad yet. Would it be possible for us to attend a discussion that Metzelk may better carry out his duties? By all means. I don't know if it's, like it's a good or bad thing. Pray show them to the meeting room, because he clearly doesn't want to give up on these things. But does that mean he will inevitably cause problems? Not being able to let go, or is he... Or does he help in some way because he has so much empathy? We have a duty to the star, this I know, but it does not mean we don't also have a responsibility to the lives we bring into existence here. To man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. I figure this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Grimortal. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? I'm gonna put a goddamn babysitter. I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Can you help me with something, Grimortal? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting or beautiful or strong, better in some way, but flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here at the 12 Wonders. There's flowers all over our place. Vibrant purple flowers begin bigger than your hands, adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright. I love them, but they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes says. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we'd be covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed, their mix of colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under our observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. Oh, this big nasty thing. Set on the tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flowers mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a conian, a flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe, but you're good, Grimortal, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. I will survey the land. You find nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Over there, Grimortal. Something big. Huge. Huge. Yeah, next to the Marlboro? I don't know, man. Terrible stench, reminiscent of sodden old boots, pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis. The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Romardo? Would he like it? It's probably not the good sort of memory. I'd rather not go near anything. So not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Goromoto, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that, I promise. Fields over there? What do you mean by... Could have been a little bit more descriptive. Just keep running in a circle, I guess. I'm not seeing any sparkers. Get way out. Goddamn, what's up? That's supposed to go down, I guess. Down, not around. Where the fuck was that Marlboro at? Oh yeah, so I was right here, and I literally... I missed it. Lush fields. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. There's nothing. The shiny thing over there, what could it be? My, is it an Elpis? They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're enteleckies. Like me, blah blah blah. That's only for Hermes though. For others, they're always white and bright. Anywhere the sky begins. NBC. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. Surely the flower is dark in your home. Then do you have it too, a dark emotion? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. I see. Hermes has known the same. The feeling that's part of you is gone again and again, but no one notices. Feeling that burns you. Please, good Myrtle, won't you lend it to me, your pain and sorrow? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He's been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone. The others are sad too. Yeah, no problem. I got you on it. Truly, you'll do it. Fucking piece of cake. Thank you, Myrtle. Thank you. It means more than I can say. Can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. me run. Just teleport me there. Seems they are still talking. Let's wait until they finished. Blim bum 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 bum. Hami-sama.
二人とも待っていてくれたのか。
話し合い終わった？
ああ、結論は出した。メーティオンを見ていてくれてありがとう。エメトセレクとヒトロダイエスには中にある客室でそのまま休んでもらうことになった。君にも部屋を用意させてもらう。案内しよう。
待って、案内私たちが先。
エルピスの花？
お願い。
Elpis no Hana?
暗い気持ち、寂しい色、ヘルメスだけじゃない。だからダメ、違う。
そうか。君はメーティオンの頼みを聞いてくれたのか。よければ少し話をさせてもらえないだろうか。
Dun 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 dun. Mm-hmm.
自分は人に定められた生き方を、星のために生きるということを悪いとは思っていない。だがここで働いているとどうしようもない違和感に襲われることがある。ファダニエルの座についての話を受けたとき、ヒトロダイウスが言っていたことを覚えているか。死とはやり遂げた者が選ぶ選択であり、最後の瞬間はいつも美しいものだと。だがそれはあくまで人の話だ。作られた生物が星の益にならないと判断された場合、彼らは問答無用で消される。死を与えられる。生まれたばかりで何も成し遂げていなかったとしてもだ。処分の際は苦しませないようにしているが、死を与えられることを察した生物たちは怯え憤る。その終わりは美しいものなんかじゃない。 気にしていないんだ。星を良くするという目的は当然すぎるほどに当然で、誰しも疑うことなくそれを信じ行っている。自分の前には死にゆく生物たちの瞳には悲しみも絶望も理不尽への怒りも確かにあるのに、この世界はそしらぬ顔で幸せそうに笑い続けるんだ。エルピスの花はいつだって無垢な白と明るい喜びの色に輝いている。そのことへの違和感が、何か暗いものが日に日に胸の内で膨れ上がっているんだ。周りにおかしいと叫んでやりたくなる一方で、おかしいのはこんなことを思う自分じゃない
Filled
か
with
と
dread.
恐ろしくなってくる。
Why is this game so good? What? Who wrote this?
この世界で悲しみを知るのは、エルピスの花をこんな色に染めるのは自分だけじゃなかった。花の傍らで何を思ったのかは聞かない。もしかしたらメーティオンにせがまれて仕方なくやってくれたことかもしれない。それでもありがとう。こうして確かに悲しみがあり、怒りがあり、苦しみがある。その事実を知っていてくれることがこんなにも優しい。すまない。何か触れてはいけないところに触れたようだ。
That's not what I'm.
だがそれほどの困難に遭いながら君が生きていることに何かとても励まされる思いだ。失礼な話
Let
か
me
もし
tell
れ
you
ない。
how you fucked with me in the future. How about that? I'm trying to solve this problem right now, and it's all your fucking fault. How about I tell you
天
that?
に輝く星の正体を知っているか。ここからじゃちっともそうは見えないが、あの一つ一つがアーテリスと同じ、あるいはさらに大きな大地でできている。これだけの数だ。自分たちは星のために生きているが、別の価値観を持つ生命もいるだろう。自分は彼らに問いかけたい。彼らがなぜ生きるのかを、命の意味を。だからデュナミスで天を飛ぶ鳥、メーティオンを作ったんだ。実のところメーティオンというのはここにいる一人だけじゃない。彼女には大勢の姉妹たちがいて、すでに宇宙へ飛び立っている。意志を持つ生命を探して星から星へと飛んでいるんだ。宇宙の探索は予想外の出来事の連続で思ったような成果が上げられていない。だがそろそろ次こそは何かしらの結果が報告されそうなんだ。もし君がここに滞在している間に報告が届いたなら、この夜のお礼にきっと共有させてくれ。さて、これ以上夜が深くなる前に帰るとしよう。明日揃って寝ぼけた顔をしていてはエメとセルクたちに申し訳が立たない。メーティオン、そろそろ戻ろう。
He said something about MXL, but not in the translation. God, why is she gonna get attacked or something? gave me bad vibes. What's happening? The prodigal familiar returns, and after causing all manner of trouble while we were in our meeting, I'm sure. Were you able to get some rest? Please do not hesitate to let us know if you're feeling tired or worry. We must exhaust your scarce reserves of either. I'm glad Henry saw the flowers. Thank you. It will help. I hope today will be difficult for him. An ultra brief interlude, perhaps, but it's time to attend my task. As Emexelk and Hythlodaeus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of Lycanos. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Daros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycanos would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Borough of Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Hythlodaeus is pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lycanos have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I'll join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to the study. If you are resolved, then we have to accompany you. Of course, let us be off. Then we return to the main aisle. Doros, so you heard what happened here. They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied even more than usual and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Grimortal will handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. This is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emexelk unneeded, though it is. Medion, you are to stay here with Doros. Behemoth! The Lycanos must be reverted. I would spare you their pain and mine. This is my burden, not yours, but if you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry, within striking distance at present, but it feels threatened. It may flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. I'll approach slowly in full view and draw the Lycanos' attention. Now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash its orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure you're more than equal for the task. We'll stand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and it will give you time to catch its unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. What? Be a pretty cool mount, not gonna lie.
君の魂が安らかであらんことを。魂の夜辺の海が深き冥界が穏やかであらんことを。君たちのイデアは必ず残す。それがいつかまた形を得るだろう。星を良くしなくたっていいんだ。君の生きたいという願いが、その時こそどうか。恨んだまま許す必要はない。その証に苦しみはここへ置いていくといい。次に生まれる時にはきっと思うがまま大地と空を駆け回ってくれ。
ヘルメス、14人委員会に入れ。この場所はお前には向いていない。
自分がここを離れたって誰かが選別を続ければ同じことだ。教えてくれ。星を良くするという名分は今消えた吐息よりも重いのか。やり遂げた者が死ぬというなら、いつか星が最善に至った時にどうする。よくやったと満足して死に絶えるのか。わからないんだ。アダニエルの座をつけば、今その座にいる彼が星に帰るのを肯定することになる。それが正しいことなのかわからない。こんなことで悩んでしまう自分が人の代表として立っていいのかわからないって。
ヘルメス、怒らないで。責めるはダメ。とても
demo.
すまない。
Very, very much.
まだ選べる余地が残っているなら少し頭を冷やして考えさせてほしい。ヒトロダイウス、すまないか。
Hythrodaius.
案内を君に任せた。了解。
Oh my goodness.
好きにさせてもらうから心配ないよ。
君もここに来た目的が果たせることを願ってる。
私たちはひとまず12節の園に戻ろうか。この後どうするかそこで相談しよう。
そうだな。
そうだな。The other Lycanos have been taken care of. The incident is resolved, and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? I don't know what answer he's searching for, or if it's within our power to give it, but I believe he would make a fine Fandaniel, and that if he rejects us out of hand, we will all be the lesser of it. Where to now? If there isn't anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I shall be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the complication, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist, then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you, good Myrtle? Will you continue along with us? Aye. Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagor. Teleport probably be faster. Blam, 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 blam. Gonna say, am I even in the Novice Guild? There we go. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will leave to use it freely, shall we? No, 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 no. Unless the need is pressing, I won't be tracking Hermes with my ethereal sight. 'Tis more poor manners to spy on someone's comings and goings in such a fashion, so don't ask. Social conventions notwithstanding, perceiving aether requires deliberate and intense concentration, and we otherwise keep our eyes on the corporeal world. Here we are, Natonius. This Neos will take us to Kalamelios Zephyros, the western island that is That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we can soon admire the view from above. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Shoo-wing.
さて、ここが第二の区画、ゼピロスの喝采だよ。
Zephyros.
この区画にはいくつかの保管、実験施設と観測拠点であるポイエテンオイコスがあったはずだ。その辺りを巡ってヘルメスの仕事ぶりを。おや、オレイアスじゃないか。かわいいね。
Kawaii.
おい、また何か来たぞ。
ああ、あれは新種のサメだね。先日イデアを登録したばかりのものだ。サメは海洋生物の中でも人気が高い。亜種を作ろうと挑む者が絶えなくてさ。最初はもちろん順当な考え方をされていたよ。大きさの違いだとか異なる海域への適性を持つとかね。けれどそれにとどまらず、挑戦者たちは空飛ぶサメを作り、賢いサメを作った。頭の数を増やし、今回のあれは手足ときた。わお、すごい。まるで無意味だ。他にやるべきことを探すようにって言いたいくらいだったけど、最終的には執念を買って承認ってことに。
Oh, who is this? Hmm?
危なかった。怪我はありませんで
That was
した
too
か？
close. Are you unharmed? It's Heidelin.
あなたたち、
ベーネス様、まさ
Or is
か
this
こ
me?
んなところで会えるなんて。
Technically.
この前、
As I mentioned
過
earlier,
去
the
に
better part of the
住民委員
complication
会に
holds
属した者
that
は
when we
ほと
return,
んどが
it's
隊
when
員
we
とと
return
も
to
に
the
星
star.
に帰っていると言っただろう。彼女はそのほとんどに含まれない稀有な例だ。かつて座にあり、それを譲った後もこうして活動している。ベーネス、前代のアゼムを務めた人物だよ。
お久しぶりですね。会えて嬉しいわ。ヒトロダイウス。東大のエメトセルクも。でもあなた、また眉間のシワが深くなったのではありませんか？まだ若いのに。あまり顔をしかめてばかりではいけませんよ。
あなたの後任が随分大変とてもやんちゃなもので。
あの子は元気？
相変わらずですよ。この前なんて噴火間近の火山に突撃したりして。お聞きになります？
ええ、よければ後でぜひ。それからそちらのあなたは？もしや今よりも先の時間、つまりは未来から来たのではありませんか？あなたに 私の紡いだ魔法がかけられているのを感じます。けれどそんなことをした覚えはない。となればかけたのは今より先の私ではないかと。
ちなみにどんな魔法なんですか？
旅人のための守りです。あらゆる状況でエーテルの変質を防ぎます。心当たりがあるようですね。守りの魔法は数あれど、あなたにかかっているそれは私の術式で間違いないでしょう。
だからといって未来から来たなどといくらなんでもありえない。
未来のことを、あなたのことを話してはいけない？
君が帰ってくるここはあくまで終末が起きたという歴史をたどった世界。過去で何をしたところで悲劇をなかったことにはできない。
そう。あなたが戻る未来は変わらないけれど、私たちが別の歴史を歩む可能性があると。いいですね、それ。まだ誰も検証していない領域に挑むの、私は好きですよ。
バナナダン。
それにどんな事実を知っていたとて未来は訪れる瞬間までわからないものです。心配していただくことでもないかと。何よりわざわざここを訪れたのには相応の大事な理由があるのでしょう。よければ話してみてはもらえませんか？力になれることがあるかもしれません。
まったく、それが本当ならとんだ事情を隠していたものだな。私も14人委員会としてしっかり聞かせてもらうぞ。お前が何者でどうしてここへ来たのかを今度こそな。
ひとまず落ち着ける場所に移動しましょうか。私はエルピスで働く古い知人からの依頼を受けて数日前からここに滞在しています。この先のポイエテンオイコスに館を借りているので、そこへ向かいましょう。大丈夫。この出会いはきっと間違いじゃないわ。そうでなければこんな分かりやすい目印をつけて過去の自分の近くに向かわせたりしません。わかりますよ。他でもなく私の考えですもの。
Well, damn. behind there. I thought you were a harmless, stray familiar. As far as I am concerned, this nebulous talk of the future, this unchanging history that can wait for Semyon to find out exactly who you are and what you hope to achieve here. The future, our future, I am deathly curious to hear more. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with the matter with which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept engraved crystal and the quick-fingered Aureus which made off with it. An Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before. Being distracted by that business with the shark, would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureus. There is no guarantee that it isn't dropped stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor, and just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land in the west of here. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading to Point Noikis. Let us meet up there once we have exhausted our efforts. What the hell? Probably call it after this quest or something, because it's like 5 in the morning. Goddamn. There it is. The problem you present is vexing enough without adding the old aism into the equation. And she wonders why these lines upon my brow grow deeper, where she herself wields the hammer and chisel. The isms, both mentor and student, are a force to be reckoned with. I find them a delight personally, but you have a habit of making a McSelk look as if he'd bit hit down on a sour grape. Our last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared better. Well, guess what? I happen to have it right here. A scintillating crystal upon which is stored some manner of esoteric concept. Crystal, well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without the missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack of finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Traveling and searching go hand in hand. Oh, you too. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Azim, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such a journey has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate the missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, wouldn't you agree? And that is where we shall call it. It is bedtime for me. Peace out.